What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about and compare silver eagles to generic silver rounds. But really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Brand new video over there, go check it out. The link will be in the description. And if you want to help support the channel by getting some DYDSS merchandise, of course we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies which are up for grabs, along with a ton of other products, t-shirts, hoodies, even stickers, many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations, such as the recently released Kraken Stackin' t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, and coffee mug, as well as the brand new DYDSS 3/9 fine tally marks available in 4 different colors. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. But today I want to talk about generic silver rounds, as I have over here on the right half of the screen, and I want to talk about and compare them to silver eagles, which I have over here on the left side of the screen. Now, I don't want to compare the two pieces of metal other than to answer a question that I was asked during last night's live stream. I get a lot of questions from a lot of different people. Sometimes it's the comment section of my videos. Sometimes it's during my YouTube live streams. Sometimes it's during my VIP Club live streams, which, by the way, is where you can watch all the YouTube videos commercial free. You can get access to giveaways, discounts, personalized promo codes, shoutouts, and when silver and gold is on sale on a variety of different websites, I put it all right there, as well as do privately held live streams with a smaller number of people. It'll be the first link in the description. But during last night's live stream, somebody asked me, between silver eagles and silver rounds, which one is easier to part ways with? Which one is easier to sell if you absolutely needed to? Now, for a little bit of context, the person who asked me this question, they were asking for their daughter. They're getting silver, they're stacking silver for their daughter, and they want to make sure that they're getting the right piece of silver or the right kind of silver so that she eventually one day won't have a difficult time parting ways with it and exchanging it for cash if she needs to or if she wants to. That was the purpose of the question. Now, up until maybe about 6 months ago, I would have said silver eagles 1000%. Absolutely silver eagles all day. And up until about 6 months ago, really all I was stacking were silver eagles. Every single time I place an order, for the most part, it would be silver eagles. I would always throw in some maple leafs, or usually anyway, I'd throw in some maple leafs, and starting in 2019, I made sure to include at least $1 face value of 90% silver as well, and that's really all I was stacking. Every month, sometimes twice a month, sometimes 3 times a month, that's what my orders would look like. A handful of silver eagles, maybe a couple maples, and a little bit of 90%, over and over and over. I was placing the same order every single month for the most part, because silver eagles made the most sense to me. I live in America. I'm grateful, thankful, and appreciative that I live in America, by the way. I'm lucky and blessed. And the silver eagle is the pure silver coin of my country. And I've always believed that the foundation of your stack should be the pure silver coin of your country. So that's what I was stacking for the most part. For the first 2 out of 2.5 years that I've been stacking for. Then starting about 6 months ago, things began to change. What did we see 6 or 7 or 8 or however many months ago it's been? I can't even keep track at this point. When the planet shut down, so to speak, we saw the spot price of silver tank. We saw silver, which had been pretty consistently in the $15, $16, $17, $18 range. We saw it drop down to below $12 an ounce. That's the lowest I had ever seen silver go during the duration of the time that I had been stacking for. I had never seen it go below $12. I hadn't even seen it go to $12. I picked up a majority of my silver when the spot price was maybe $13, $14. And the premiums back then were maybe only $1 or $2, maybe $3 over spot, depending on who you were getting your silver from. Times were simple back then, and that was really only a year or 2 ago. But then earlier this year, March of 2020 happened, spot price of silver tanked, even gold went down a couple $100, and to make up for lost fiat profit, I believe, I'm just speculating over here, I think all the precious metal dealers cranked up their premiums because at the end of the day, they're a business. I respect it. Got to do what you got to do. They're not in business to make things convenient for us. They're not in business to make us happy. They're in business to make currency. So number one, they wanted to continue profiting. And two, equally as importantly, they wanted to make sure that they weren't losing currency. So we saw the premiums go up, especially on Silver Eagles. And shortly after the spot price of silver tanked, spot price started to climb. It climbed back up to where it was prior to it falling down. It did that relatively quickly, but it didn't stop there. Like I said, spot price was maybe $16, $17, maybe $18 at the time. Silver made its way back to the $16, $17, $18 mark, but then it went to 19, then it went to 20. Silver started making headlines, and then supply and demand started kicking in. People were starting to pay attention to silver when they used to not like silver at all, or they were sleeping on silver, they were underestimating silver, or maybe they didn't even know about silver and all of a sudden it caught their attention that something that they're not familiar with is on the move and they wanted to jump on board before it officially takes off. So a lot of people were diving in on silver. The people, like you and I for the most part, the people who have been stacking silver for a long period of time, we're trying our best to get as much of it as possible, as we've been doing for the last couple months or years. People that gave up on silver back in the day because it didn't do what they wanted it to do, they came back to silver, and people who had really no involvement in silver in their entire lives were jumping on board for the first time. Silver was getting a lot of attention, then we saw silver go up to 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. It went almost up to $30. And silver has been sitting pretty stagnant for these last couple of months. And I don't think it's going to move very much for at least another month and a half to 2 months. Point being is when silver went all the way up, the premiums on Silver Eagles also continued to climb. Silver was $24, $25, $26, $27, and with a premium tacked on to the Silver Eagles, we were having a hard time getting our hands on Silver Eagles for under $40. A lot of websites were selling Silver Eagles for $41, $42, $43 a piece. And that's something that I have never seen before. Like I said, a majority of my silver was picked up when spot price was $13, $14, maybe $15. Premiums were only $1 or $2 back then. And starting a couple months ago, things really started to change, and that caused me to switch up my stacking strategy. So here's what I did. I took a step away from the Silver Eagles. I said that months ago. I said Silver Eagles with a crazy high premium right now. Sure, it's the coin of my country, the pure silver coin of my country. Sure, it's the #1 most recognizable silver coin on the planet. But the premiums are astronomical right now. So I figured, why trade $40 for a troy ounce of silver? That's a common argument, by the way. A lot of people will say,
oh, what are you giving up on silver, $40? What's the difference between $40 an ounce silver, getting it at spot, and $25 an ounce silver with a $15 premium attached to it?
And my argument to their argument is, well, why would I pick up silver at $40 when I can just pick up this silver for maybe $30? That's the way I saw it. This stuff over here has a lower premium. Granted, it's not nearly as recognizable as the Silver Eagle. Like I said, the #1 most recognizable silver coin on the planet, the most trusted, most desired silver coin on the planet. But over here we have generic silver rounds. And at the end of the day, this stuff is far easier to get your hands on right now, whether it's a silver round or a silver bar. There's no difference between the two. Only the shape. That's the only difference. But if you go with a silver round that is extremely recognizable, I would assume you would have an incredibly easy time parting ways with it if you needed to or wanted to. Now, it's also important to remember that I'm not speaking from personal experience when I'm talking about selling, quote unquote, selling your silver or parting ways with it or exchanging it back for cash, because I've never done that. all of the silver that I've stacked over the years, it's all 100% still in my possession. I've never traded any of it for dollars. I've never done that. I've never sold. I've never parted ways with it. I've never gotten rid of any. I've given a few pieces away, but that's not what we're talking about here. I've never gone to a coin shop or used social media or eBay or any website or anything like that to get fiat dollar bill currency glorified IOUs for my silver or gold. However, if you go with silver rounds, basic generic secondary market rounds, but I guess a little bit more specific, let's just say a buffalo round like I have sitting here on top, or a silver sunshine round, something that's recognizable. And by the way, I keep these pieces of silver, well, the generics anyway, I keep them in these coin-safe medallion tubes. I think you can get a 10-pack for only a couple of bucks. I'll link that in the description in case anybody needs tubes for their silver rounds. And then as for the silver eagles, I keep them in, obviously, mint tubes. I think you can get a 5-pack or some type of multi-pack for, again, only a couple of dollars. I'll link this in the description as well. You can usually get these for free if you order 20 or more silver eagles, but a lot of people don't have the currency to do that. So if you want to get an empty one of these and fill it up on your own, I'll link it in the description. But aside from the tubes, I want to go back to talking about which of these two pieces of silver are more recognizable. And the answer is the silver eagle. If you're going to go with some basic generic secondary market silver round with a random design that a lot of people may or may not be familiar with, they might not want it. They might not trust it. Of course you can test it. Of course you can prove that it's real. A lot of silver rounds and bars will have a security feature or some type of anti-counterfeit technology, proof of authenticity. Sure. But the silver eagle is far more desired. The silver eagle is the piece of silver that a lot of people are basically tunnel vision on right now. All they want is the silver eagle, and they don't want silver rounds. Other people on the other opposite end of the spectrum will say the exact opposite. They don't want silver eagles. They've never wanted silver eagles. All they want is generic silver. They don't want government minted face value on the piece of silver. That's not what they need. That's not what they want. They're going for generics because they are focusing on the lowest possible premium. So in order to get your hands on either of these two pieces of silver, it's far easier to get the generic silver rounds right now rather than the silver eagles. Now maybe you have a coin shop in your area that is charging a low premium for silver eagles, or maybe they haven't cranked up their premiums, but that's anecdotal. That is not representative to all of the websites out there or every coin shop on the planet. A lot of places have cranked up the premiums, and it's incredibly difficult to get your hands on silver eagles without paying a crazy high premium. But this is a relatively new issue because before planet Earth shut down, when spot price was, let's just say $15, you can get a silver eagle for under $20. You'd probably only pay $2, maybe a $3 premium, while the silver rounds, you'd be paying maybe a $1, possibly a $2 premium. So they were almost identical, the fiat dollar bill price tag attached to them. Things have changed, which makes answering the question, which inspired today's video, about which one would be easier to part ways with, it makes answering the question kind of difficult because who knows, maybe a pandemic will happen and supply and demand will kick in and the premiums on one of the two go through the roof while the other ones are still reasonable. So if you were to part ways with a silver eagle, sure, right now you can get a much higher premium for a silver eagle than you would for a silver round for the most part. Sure, that would put more dollar bills in your pocket, but it might be harder to do. It might be easier to find people that want the silver rounds. It's probably easier to find people who prefer to pay a lower premium. So as I answered in yesterday's video, The Silver Eagle is easier to part ways with because of its ability to be recognized, but the silver rounds are easier to part ways with because they carry a much lower premium. And what we're going through right now, economically, all of this economic uncertainty, the financial train wreck, for lack of better verbiage, that the planet has been seeing. I don't even want to say the country has been seeing, but planet Earth has been seeing these last couple of months, have really shaken things up. And I truly believe if and when things begin to normalize and things go back to the way that they were, hopefully, maybe, if and when that'll happen, fingers crossed, we'll see the premiums on Silver Eagles come back down and be close to the premiums on generic rounds again. I would love for that to happen because I would love to go back to stacking Silver Eagles. But for the time being, I'm focusing on the silver rounds, the silver bars, and some gold. So coming around full circle, if you can't decide between a Silver Eagle and a silver round, I want to say, why not stack both? There's nothing wrong with diversification. There's nothing wrong with stacking a little bit of Silver Eagles, a little bit of silver rounds, maybe some Buffalo rounds, maybe some Sunshine rounds, who knows, maybe it's even a Santa Claus round like I have up here. And then as for the Silver Eagles, it doesn't have to exclusively be the Silver Eagle when it comes to your pure silver coins. You can go for the Maple Leafs as well. That's an easy way to get your hands on government minted coins for a lower premium. There's also the Britannia. There's a lot of silver coins out there. So there's a lot of different options. I said it earlier in the video, I'll say it again. The Silver Eagle is the most recognizable pure silver coin on the planet. It's the most trusted, most desired, it has the highest level of notoriety. I personally believe that it's the superior pure silver coin. But that doesn't mean that there aren't close seconds. I think the Maple Leaf is a very close second. I don't think that the Silver Eagle completely blows the Maple Leaf out of the water. That's not what I believe. I think they're both excellent. That's why I stack both. That's why I also stack Britannias and Kangaroos and Libertads. I believe in diversification more than anything else. I'm a bigger believer in silver than most other things, but I'm an even bigger believer in not putting all your eggs in one basket. So I say, why not stack both? Everybody watching this right now, between Silver Eagles and silver rounds, if you had to choose between the two, which is your preference? And following that, do you exclusively only stack one way, like only silver rounds or only silver coins? Is there a reason for that? Do you stack a little bit of both, about 50-50? Let me know your stacking strategy when it comes to the precious metals. And if anybody's interested in joining the Precious Metals VIP Club, it's where I can do things on my terms, not on YouTube's terms, my terms. I'm hosting privately held live streams. They're smaller, easier to manage. I can read more comments and respond to more viewers in real time. You can also get access to giveaways, discounts, personalized promo codes, shoutouts, deal alerts when silver and gold is on sale on a bunch of different websites. It's all being placed in one spot in the VIP club. And you can also watch all of the YouTube videos commercial free, no advertisements. Come join the Precious Metals VIP club. It'll be the first link in the description. You're invited. I'd be happy to have you. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button. If you guys like me, make sure to subscribe. New videos every single day, 365 days a year. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Brand new video over there. Go check it out. The link will be in the description. Trying to hit 2,000 subscribers. We just hit 1,000. I appreciate that. And if you want to help support the channel in the biggest possible way, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. Of course, we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies which are up for grabs, along with a ton of other products, t-shirts, hoodies, even stickers, many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations. Of course, we have the recently released Kraken Stackin' t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, and coffee mug, inspired by the beautiful 2-ounce silver Kraken coin, which, by the way, is helping us raise a little bit of funds and awareness for ocean cleanup charity organizations at no additional cost to you. It comes out of my pocket, not yours. And the brand new DYDSS 3/9 fine tally marks available in 4 different colors. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. And once again, I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know, what are your thoughts on silver coins versus silver rounds and or bars? Between the two, do you have a preference? Are you somewhat like me? You try to stack a little bit of both? I personally prefer coins over rounds, but at the end of the day, it doesn't make that big of a difference to me. Silver is silver. If there's one thing this planet Earth lockdown has taught me, it's to not be picky. I'll get my hands on any silver I can at this point for the lowest possible premium, and right now, silver rounds and silver bars appear to be the way to go, for me anyway, and that's exactly what I'm going to continue to do, with my fingers crossed that the premiums on silver eagles come back down, because I would love to get some more of these. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow, and remember, don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.